As the Rolling Stones. This is Bennington. First thing in the morning. I am Ron Bennington. With me, as always, Gail Bennington. No relation. Good to see you this morning.
Gotta get that test.
You know, that song, for me, perfect era of the Stones. The Mick Taylor era of the Stones.
What year is that?
71. Sticky Fingers.
That's a good time for the Stones.
It's an amazing time for the Stones. Yesterday on the show, Glenn Johns, the record producer, engineer, mixer, genius, came in and he did all their engineering during that time. At the same time, he was producing The Who. He had done The Kinks, The Faces with Rod Stewart. It was such an amazing. There was a very short window. Didn't feel it at the time, but there was like 6 or 7 years that music was just it peaked on the planet Earth. Now, so I read his book and I was, talking to him yesterday, and it looks like, I don't even want to get a thing, it looks like we're going to do an album together.
Wow.
There's some original tunes that I hope to write, and like I told him, I go, it makes the Stones look like shit.
Wow.
So get that together.
That's great.
Thank you.
It's great that you could lock that down.
I feel like it's locked down. I think that he's ready to go. And I said, I just wanted to have that, you know what I mean? I go, if you're producing, I just wanted to have that, and he's like, I don't know what you mean. I go, like, you made the Stones and you made the Who, make me that way.
You should be able to follow that.
Yeah, and if he does it, boom. But then I go from having that conversation, and last night I put on a rockumentary on TV that I don't know. There's these DJs. They're called the Swedish something house or the Swedish. And I'm like, I never heard of these Swedes. They were breaking up on the tour. They play the electronic dance music, and then I couldn't tell you the size of the crowds that they were playing to.
Just like massive, just like big DJ parties.
Yeah, it was like but you're saying big DJ parties, but they're selling out they're selling out Madison Square Garden. They're selling out these giant places. Like they actually did one show that was the entire state of Kansas, and they just set up, roadblocks. And if people wanted to go in Kansas, you had to have, you had to pay to get in, and then you had to have a glow stick.
This is like Skrillex stuff.
I don't know. See, I don't know
the genre.
See, that to me, this would sound like if it was 1964, and we said to the, let's say we said to the Animals or the Kinks, oh, so you play Beatle music. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the people who listen to, and I'm saying this in the best possible way, noise. I'm sure the people that listen to that, it sounds like someone choking a computer to death.
I think they're just making it up that they like it. I think they're lying.
There couldn't be that many people who make it up.
Okay, so maybe when you're there, you're at the show and you're having a good time. But I guarantee these people are not listening to this in their homes while they're doing dishes.
I know some of them listen to them in their cars because they go by me on the street. And they're like, whatever that thing is, and then they wait for the drop.
The drop.
Yeah, and the drop is the most important part. But
you're really waiting for one part of the song.
Well, I think we always do. You know what I mean? Like, you're always like, get to the hook.
Chorus comes back around, though.
Yeah. Oh, but the drop doesn't?
I don't know.
Because I think they drop quite a bit. I think they're called the band. Well, you can't call them the band. The three individuals are called the Swedish Dance House Girls, and that's the name of them. But
and
then
they're ladies?
Huh?
They're ladies?
No.
Oh.
I don't know what their name is, actually, but I know it's Swedish. But they're so gigantic that you never saw. And then, you would think that there would be some kind of stereotypical crowd that goes to see them. But I was looking at the audience, and there was obviously, some kind of dreaded people, just wearing dreads.
Right.
But then there was like dude bros, like Staten Island dude bros that were just getting it. And then ridiculously amounts of young, attractive girls. And I'm like,
all on Molly.
Yeah, all on, I guess on the Molly. But doesn't that just sound like years ago if somebody went, they're on that weed. They're a bunch of weed. You couldn't listen to the Grateful Dead unless you're on weed, which, by the way, turned out to be true. But the important thing is this. It does sound like a robot is being stabbed to death. And they actually showed the guy, and he's creating music on his laptop in his hotel room. And it just sounds like and he's sitting and he goes like this.
Fruity Loops or what's going on?
And he says in the Swedish language, all right, that's really coming together now. That's really...
How can you tell?
I just chose to believe him. You know what I mean? I thought, well, he must know. You know, he must know this thing is rocking. But, to go back to the Glenn Johns, he said to me, he goes... What his job was as a producer and an engineer was to capture the band, the sound of the band. You know what I mean? To capture those musicians and then record it as close as he could to the live human experience. That would not be a producer today.
Right.
You know, a producer today was like, what could we do with these people's voices?
And also, there's a lot less emphasis on the live performance because in the live performance, we're playing pre-recorded music. They're lip syncing over everything.
Well, they're not even lip syncing. There's no lips to be. Oh, you mean? I thought we were talking about the electronic dance.
But I'm just meaning like today, all music. It just feels like that's. When you watch SNL and the emphasis is on like the dance that they're doing.
Yeah. It is, and sometimes there's no band, or sometimes the band is like in another room, and it's just like some little girl and, 4 thin gay guys trying to go back to the... Here's what kills me. They have never beat the Michael Jackson Flying V. They're still, what I mean? They're geese. Yeah, they're geese heading south. And I'm like, somebody should just come up with a cube or something, and just blow everybody's shit away.
You think they're putting that together and like, what do you think, V again?
Yeah.
Should we just go back to the V?
That's what the people like. I mean, that's a standard thing. V up, everybody! V up! And they're just screaming. Like, one of the gay guys ate some food, so the little pretty girl is just screaming in his face. Who's the Andriana whatever?
Ariana
Grande. She's 4 years old and is just on top of the world right now. 4 years old, and no one can stop her. And there's always things like, like her dad or something is her manager. There's always things like in the New York Post that like she went to a hotel and they had to clear the lobby before she would walk through. Okay. Like, clear the lobby. I don't want to see a bunch of fucking ham and eggers. I'm Ariana Grande, like the coffee. That's the name of her album, Like the Coffee. That's just the whole scene that she's down in. All right, this is John in Shaolin, and he knows this Swedish laptop group. Go ahead, John.
Ronnie B, it was funny one that you mentioned guys from Staten Island, and I called in while listening to it, and you said, yeah, those guys from Staten Island are dancing to the music. That's one thing. Here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
These guys are so big that arenas don't hold them anymore. They have to do open spaces so they can have an unlimited amount of people going to their shows.
Now, they play all over the world. They were breaking up on this tour because, they're just too big that the government had to come in and do it. But John, do you listen to what's the name of the group again?
Swedish House Mafia.
All right, the Swedish Fish Mafia. Now, do you listen to this music?
I do.
Now, how do you know the difference of what's good and what's not good?
I guess it's all about the beat, and it's all about you're listening to more of a production value than you are listening to, the DJ. Today it's different. It's not, you go for a live band, and I'm just as big as a fan as like the Eagles and Zeppelin and things of that sort. But
right.
when you're listening to this, you have to realize when you're going to this, these guys aren't, how you said they're creating music. They're not. They're standing behind a booth. They pre-recorded all of this stuff. They turn buttons and they jump up and down in the air. But people just want to see the production value, the light show, the Pink Floyd light show type of situation.
Okay, so it's like going to the planetarium. Yeah.
Exactly. Going to the planetarium and listening to house music is definitely what you're getting out of the Swedish House Mafia concert.
Now you're saying the production value over the music, right?
Correct.
So give me the defining great sound of that production value.
I can't do that.
Okay, so it can't be explained.
Correct.
It's like a Michael Bay joint or something.
It's something that you're feeling, like you said, everyone listens to it differently. I don't do drugs, but I still enjoy that type of music.
I guarantee you, John, that if you did do drugs, you would enjoy it more.
Most likely, you're right.
Yeah.
It seems like the key.
The key is the drugs?
It seems like it.
Oh, the key always seems to be the drugs, though, no matter what you're doing. Math class is better if you're taking drugs. I mean, hopefully there's no kids up now. Because, well, I think it's 4:15 on the West Coast. I don't understand the drive time thing. By the way, Gail, because you asked for it, you got it. Replay of Bennington tonight.
Nice.
Right here on the Opie channel.
Very cool.
But, we have a electronic dance channel here. And I can't imagine the folks are listening. Sometimes the DJs come into this place and play in our lobby. And I see the kids, and I say kids, but there's a lot of middle-aged people, too. And they're just loving it. And
they're dancing?
Well, they got their hand up high, and they're like pushing down an imaginary basketball.
Cool.
And they're just like, yeah. But it is if it is dance, it's a step that you can pick up in seconds. Like I could just went in and be one of the better dancers there by pushing it down.
It's like the marionette, maybe, is what we could.
Yeah, kind of a marionette. I felt like I could do it better than even some of them because in life I have dribbled a basketball. So that gave me a one-up on the Swedish crew. Let's go over here to Tom. Tom, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Ronnie B. and Gail, thanks for having me on this morning. Ronnie, you got me totally fired up. I'm checking in from Fishtown, Philly, by the way.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, so you got me
fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Who are we playing this week with Sanchez?
Man, Ronnie B. They're playing 4 o'clock against the Packers in the frozen tundra.
Oh, boy, I don't
Bring
like
them
that. I don't like that.
Bring them on.
You don't like that because you're going to see the Eagles roll, baby.
Okay, good.
All right, Ronnie. So, listen, I used to hate these DJs and EDM. And then I went to that Budweiser festival this summer, and it was fucking amazing, Ronnie. Steve Aoki is this, I guess he's American, but he's an Asian dude with, like, a beard and long hair.
And I'm not even making this up. His father, I believe, started the chain of Japanese restaurants that you go in, they throw steaks up at you and rice.
Hibachi.
What's the name of that?
Like the hibachi, like
yeah, but it's got a name. There's one
arigato.
Benihana. Yeah, Benihana. Not arigato. That's something they say to each other.
In Clearwater, there was one called arigato.
Was there? Because I thought you were just being racial.
I was not.
So, yeah, I think that's his dad that started that chain.
Serious?
Yeah,
I thought you were totally kidding. I thought you were being racist.
No, I'm not a racist. I'm a man who understands popular culture.
Wow, that's pretty good, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Only you would come with that info.
Yeah.
But that guy, that was so much fun, man. And now what happens is I'm pushing 30 and I'm a desk jockey, if you will. And what happens is I find myself listening to the live shows all day long to sort of keep me up. And it's very cool. I was totally surprised.
I am saying this now, and I've tried to have people introduce it to me because I see that there has to be something there. Half the world could not be stupid. You know what I mean? There must be something there, but I'm not getting it. I took the red pill instead of the blue pill. I'm not waking up to this music.
Well,
you know what's funny too is it's obviously Euro thing, which is funny, and they're just out of left field. But I met a bunch of Germans. I was in German exchange in like 2003, and you could hear it starting to get, like, obviously Daft Punk's been around since the 90s. but you could hear that thing starting to change and really develop and kick into like rap. It's in hip hop art, Ronnie.
Yeah.
They really sneak it in. It's very cool. I like the way they do it.
I'm honestly going to keep attempting this. I'm going to attempt to listen to it.
But I feel it's got to be the party, though, right?
Well, he listens at his desk.
He went. He had a good time.
But he had his Wizard of Oz moment. You know what I mean? He went from black and white to color. And I just show up there and it all seems like it's in black and white.
Yes.
And it sounds like boof, 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 boof. I would put out an album called Hey, Turn That Shit Down if I like the best of all of it. But you know what it kind of bothers me a little bit is that you thought that I jumped to a racist joke, a stereotypical racist joke.
You thought I did.
No, I knew that you did because I know the restaurants of Clearwater. You made that up.
I'm telling you, Arigato was a place.
That's because Clearwater could never afford a Benihana. They're like, someday. Your grandmother called me one day. We're getting a P.F. Chang's. Like, that's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she was very. That's the way she yells because she's got a bad knee. But I see the Dumb and Dumber, which is showing up a little later on today on the Raw Dog channel, which I think is 5870. I'm not exactly sure that 5870, but the Fairley Brothers. I'll be doing that and. I got up and saw the reviews of Dumb and Dumber 2, T.O., by the way, so that's how dumb they are.
Really cute.
They weren't that good.
It wasn't.
But they weren't strong for the first one. It's like critics do not exactly get the Dumb and Dumber thing.
But people might show up and enjoy.
Well, they did last time.
We'll see.
It's I predict a giant weekend. I think they're going to make over $50,000.
I loved the first one as a kid.
Yes. How could you not? We watched it at our home at least 180 times. Sparingly when we weren't spending time watching Happy Madison.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
Billy
right.
Madison.
But you know, he calls his production company Happy Madison.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And his father, Adam Sandler's father, opened up a line of Jewish deli places.
I'm not going for it
in
this
Long
time.
Island. The name of it was Juju's Have a Bagel.
That is not true. No.
But you have a wake up to find. See, we went from Mick Taylor and the Rolling Stones into talking about house music. Mm-hmm. You had a very big sighting today.
I did.
Because I came in late and you had already had your coffee.
I got my coffee this morning with Geraldo.
Geraldo Rivera.
That's right.
Yeah.
He took a look around just to see if anybody had recognized him, and we made eye contact. He gave me this big goofy smile like, that's right, it's me, Geraldo.
And you're welcome.
I don't care, Geraldo.
You don't care about the Geraldo?
No, I do not care. It's also the second time I've seen him. I saw him...
You're starting to stalk him now.
On a beach.
Yeah.
I have seen him without a shirt on.
Everyone has, because he puts out selfies of himself. No. Yeah.
Well, there it is. That's exactly what I saw. Also, I thought that I was completely wrong at first, that it couldn't be him, because I noticed as he was getting his coffee, he has like a stick poke prison tattoo on his hand of a star. And I had to look it up.
Which hand?
The left.
Yeah, that means he killed a cop. When you do that, well, it's always the left hand because he did it himself, you know? Yeah, there's the picture of it. Here's the thing about the Geraldo.
Weird.
I saw him years ago in concert performing a song. It was like a one-hit wonder, but I remember it was like Rico Suave.
No. It wasn't.
It's a hell of a song, though. I have a call from my old intern, Molly. She's in Madrid right now
wow.
because we're international. Hey, Molly, how are you, sweetie?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hey, listen, you guys were talking about Ariana Grande before.
So?
I was in the... What?
Go ahead.
I was in the airport, and I rode in the elevator with her. It was like me, Ariana Grande, her posse, and that's it in this elevator. And she was really nice. She was wearing cat ears also, which I thought was kind of weird.
Well, she was wearing cat ears because she's 4.
Yeah, on SNL. Is this her thing?
Yeah, she's a little cat. Yeah, I'm a little cat for you.
She was also wearing sky-high heels and fake eyelashes. She was, like, all done up. But I wasn't sure if it was her at first because she was very normal. Like, I mean, aside from a bunch of people carrying her suitcases and stuff. Like, I was just surprised that she was walking around the airport like a normal person, you know?
Well, she could walk through here right now, and I would just say, make sure you get me a water. Because I would not know the difference.
Yeah, she could be an intern for sure.
Molly, how are you enjoying your what's it, semester in Spain?
Yeah, it's a semester abroad. I'm enjoying it. There's peaks and valleys, you know. Like I'm having a really good couple days, but before that, I was really homesick, and it just, you know, it wears on you a little bit. But obviously, it's a great opportunity, and I'm learning a lot.
How could you be homesick? I met your parents, and they're terrible. How could you possibly be homesick? Your mom never loved you. She never held you. She hired a black woman to come in and rock you at night.
She was Filipino, okay?
Okay. All right, then I'm a racist.
Miss her. I miss the food. It's just different.
The food in Spain is supposed to be the greatest in the world.
They lied. They lied to me. I was expecting like different amazing hams and cheeses all the time and bread. And I did have that, and then that's all that they eat. There's like not a vegetable to be found here. And then also they don't refrigerate anything, which I find to be really bizarre.
That sounds
great.
But
the food is really good. So, that's...
You said that this is the thing that she wrote to us. She sends us emails as a group chain, trying to get a chain of her whole gang going. And I notice I'm the only one who ever answers back. But you said that in Spain they don't like it if you're eating and walking down the street.
Yeah, because it's a very group-centered culture. It's all about being with people and taking every opportunity to share meals with people. Talk to people. So it's like really, it's antisocial. If you're walking down the street and eating something, people stare at you. And also, if you are with a group of people and you like for example, if you're eating with a bunch of people and you want to go up and get something for yourself, you have to make sure to ask if anybody else wants something also. Like,
well, that would get Fez
in the U.S.
trouble.
It's kind of a convention, but I think in Spain it's actually a real thing.
I saw Fez with a piece of cake in his pocket the other day, just pulling out little pieces. Now, this is the strange thing about the Spanish people. They feel like you should eat in a group, and they feel like you should masturbate in a group. And it's an odd thing, but they started the Armada, so they must know what they're doing. You know what you should do while you're in Spain? Visit churches.
Have you
I've
been to any
1,000
churches?
churches.
Yeah. A lot of churches there.
In España.
Oh, yeah. And also, there's a very strong not even necessarily like anti-Jew, Muslim, anti-anything but really hardcore Catholic. Like, in order to get the address of the synagogue, I had to scan my passport.
Well, I don't, I certainly don't want to start any trouble here, but Obama's working on a thing where that Catholic will be the official religion of the United States of America. And anyone who isn't Catholic will be rounded up and put into pens.
Better convert.
Yeah.
Didn't hear about that, but
Well, the Catholics started it all. They're OG.
Yeah, some would say that Jews and Muslims are more OG, but, it's up for...
But then they didn't catch on to Jesus. I mean, it starts with the J.
Right. You guys would... I wish that everyone could take a field trip out here to come and see my new life.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm living with this woman who is the sweetest lady ever. She's an old Spanish widow, so I live in her house, and like you said, there's pictures of Jesus everywhere. And she's a terrible cook. She makes me hard-boiled eggs with the yolk scooped out, and inside is tuna fish mixed with ketchup.
That actually sounds terrific. The Spanish know what they're doing. Now,
it's tapas.
In the pictures of Jesus, any action shots, or is he always just standing there?
No, there's somewhere it looks like he's talking to people that are not in the frame. Somewhere he's bleeding from his head because he's got
because he's thinking of stuff.
No, because he's got a crown of thorns. There's a bunch of the Virgin Mary also.
Any of him doing any core work? You know what I mean? Just shirtless because.
How did he get them abs?
Yeah, they're unbelievable. He's got the V going.
It's like a Ken doll.
I'm looking up at CNN. It's way too early for people to come on. The makeup has not been straightened out. This woman.
That's cruel.
Yeah, this woman is just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I tried to stay up all night to do CNN. Oh, God. And then I just see Bill Cosby rape allegations resurface. I hope it isn't her. All right, honey. Have a great Spanish day. All right?
Thank you.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving over there? Eating those soft-boiled eggs with the tuna fish and ketchup inside? Is that it?
Yep, just that whole meal.
What are you coming home for Thanksgiving or?
No, I'm here. I'm just gonna, I guess, just kick it and do some Spanish.
Okay, kick it. That'll be a great way to do. All right, we should kick it over here then. All right, Molly, take care of yourself.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You know, she's the only good intern I ever had, and she was the only good employee I ever had. Oh. My staff is just completely the worst.
Oh, no.
Just the worst.
Because of the pens?
Huh?
Because of the pens.
Why would you even bring that up when you know I just had a pen explode on me for the second day in a row?
I'm going to get you some pens.
Well, somebody has to because I don't have a producer who cares. But this will be good later when I'm doing the unmasked with dice and he just sees pen all over my hand. And that for him, that's going to be like blood in the water for a shark. He'll just start going crazy. I look over and Hard Rock Johnny is on our hotline today. Johnny, are you there?
Good morning, Benningtons.
Good morning.
Nice to talk to you. Good morning, Johnny.
I am starving right now for some reason an egg that's scooped out with tuna and ketchup.
I don't know where she's staying. It sounds like in a lesbian brothel in Spain. I can't imagine that there's bad food in Spain. The Spanish food here is good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tuna fish with ketchup.
Johnny, how did the meeting go with you and Don Wiki Wicklund yesterday?
We're good. It was good to see Wiki, and we're ready to go.
Well, we made one announcement that we're doing the Thanksgiving show. This is the show that we're doing over there to be thankful. We're just sitting at a table, me and some comedians, eating Thanksgiving dinner while an audience watches us, and then later we'll play that on Thanksgiving. But then Johnny and Wiki got the idea. People are always giving like food to the homeless on Thanksgiving. They wanted to give food to the home full. They wanted to take people that already have a home, already have food, and then give them some free food.
And then have people watch them eat that food.
Well, they'll watch each other eat it.
Right.
But this is going to be very exciting. And funny man David Tell has signed on.
Very cool.
He is incredibly cool.
Never thought I would have Thanksgiving with David Tell, but I guess I will this year. It's very cool.
You know, who would ever think of such a grand thing? I'm going to say today, last day to put in, although I will say we have 10 times more people wanting to come than we have seats. You know?
Yeah, that's what Wiki told me.
Yeah, it's almost like this is a Swedish House Mafia. You know what I mean? Like it's a Swedish...
I'm waiting for the drop.
Yeah. You got any famous DJ's pants over there at the Hard Rock?
No, I have no famous DJ pants.
You want to open up a place called Hard Drop, where it's just...
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
We did just open a hotel in Ibiza, which is how you have to say it, which is, of course, pretty much the home base for all EDM and crazy partying for DJs. So.
Yeah. This music is so great that Paris Hilton does it.
That's got to be good.
$2 million a night to do it.
Huh?
Yeah. To stand in front of a laptop and hit play.
I love the EDM. I don't know why.
because you smoke pot from the time you wake up to the time you fall asleep.
It's possible, but I do. We went to that the Global Citizens concert, and the opening thing was DJ was Tiesto, and it was just crazy. We're in the middle of Central Park, and it's like the middle of the day, and they're trying to do a crazy light show, and the beat's dropping in the middle of Central Park, and there's just a lot of people who are overprivileged in the VIP area looking around going, what is all this noise? What's happening here? And it just doesn't, I don't think EDM translates to a daytime thing with a bunch of older white folks. I just don't think it does.
Well, a friend of mine, well, you know him, Earl, he's starting a thing called Black EDM Coalition. And it's just about black DJs and what they're still doing. It's unbelievable, as a matter of fact.
Sounds like a good idea.
Is Earl going to be at our Thanksgiving party?
I think I'm going to make him work just to make it fun.
Good. It'll be nice for him to see his old listeners while he's bussing tables.
I don't know if I'll make him buy. I may just make him work the coat check.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Gotta take your coat for you.
Maybe it's because of where I'm from, and I never am comfortable at a coat check. And I always kind of threaten the coat check person. I go like this, look, I'm going to fucking give you this coat. But if anything happens to it, I swear to God, I'll burn this whole place down. They're like, it's just a coat. I'm just saying. This coat looks like it's 14 years old. I know. I don't want anybody to touch it.
I had someone lose my coat once.
See, that would drive me insane. I'd still be at that place looking around. There's a lot of things I can put up with, but losing a coat isn't one of them.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much to bear.
It's like being at a park and not knowing where a child is. It's the same exact way. It's like if you you went to Disney and they said, could we check your child in here? You'd be like, I better fucking have this kid when I get back. I will burn this place down. Look at me! Look at me, lady! And then later when you see them, you're just like, there's my coat. Here's $2. Here's $2 for watching my coat.
That's your thing.
Yeah. Ronnie, $2. That's what they call me. Here's a little $2 for you.
Always got to leave $2, whether it's the bathroom or the coat check.
Everybody's going to get $2. How are you? Here's $2. You doing all right? You're back there in the coat check room, right? I always like when the coat check room will have something like a space heater. Like if somebody has any like small space and they just have a little heater, I say to myself, that's a person who gives themselves value. You know, I'm going to be in here all day. I need a little space heater.
I'm not going to be a Cratchit freezing.
Oh, yeah, I don't like the Cratchit thing. I always felt bad for that guy. But there was a part of me, like if I ever ran into Bob Cratchit, and I would say to him, hey, you get treated the way you allow yourself to get treated, Bob.
So true.
That's the thing. You're allowing this guy to treat you this way. One day you just turn around and say to Ebenezer Scrooge, what did you say to me? No, seriously, say it again, please. I want to hear it one more time before I throw hands. What did you say to me, Ebenezer? You're in here bitching. You won't have any more coal for everybody. Now say it one more time. Say Bob what? Bob what? Bob hum what? I'll knock your ass out. What did you say to me? What did you say about Christmas? What did you say about my kid's leg? What did you say about Timmy's leg? I will destroy you, Ebenezer. But that's what you got to do sometimes. You know that, Johnny. You're from Jersey.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to break a leg or something.
This is the thing about Johnny, and it's the thing about being street smart. The only way Johnny could get back and forth to school, his neighborhood was so tough that on the bus he had to give the other kids hand jobs. And he was willing to do that. Why? Because he valued his face, and he didn't want to get hit.
I don't remember that part. But
yeah. Look at this. Look.
Oh, no.
It's all over, Kritz.
It's the pens.
How are you going to do an unmasked with pen all over you?
I don't know what happens in this place. I don't know why, and no, I don't want even see another pen. I'm only going to write by laptop.
I'm going to get you a pencil.
I'll probably end up with that graphite all over me.
You could erase it, though.
You could get lead poisoning like that.
That's not the same kind of lead.
Oh.
What did you say to me, Ebenezer Scrooge? Say it again, please. Do me a favor and just say it. Ba what? Ba what? Bah, what? I'll hit you so hard you'll see 3 ghosts. What was your favorite of all the ghosts?
I like Present.
What was the present?
Well, are we talking about Scrooge?
Yeah, let's go to Scrooge. All right, let's go through the 3.
Well, then Christmas Past for Scrooge.
Christmas Past was the hot chick, right?
No, Christmas Past is New York Dolls.
It's a bone, you lucky dog.
Exactly.
He gets visited by Buster Poindexter first. Then Penguin's mom from Gotham. And then just a scary, and all the Scrooges, the last one doesn't talk at all.
Yeah. Future.
Deaf mute.
Doesn't get many lines.
The future doesn't talk. I thought the future would have been great if there was like flying cars. This is your future.
This looks great.
Yeah, in the future, this is called an iPad. Steve Jobs should have been there. We're doing great. We're going to show here, throw everything away. Throw everything away. I have zero trust around here. Covered in ink, Johnny.
It's terrible.
This like if there was like a Vietnam for pens, I'd be in a MASH unit right now. We've moved from Bah Humbug to Christmas to Thanksgiving. All the big malls in Jersey are going to be open for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, what?
It's Black Thanksgiving, they call it.
It's terrible. Thanksgiving is no longer a holiday.
It's not, and that used to be the best holiday. It was a holiday that people got together and didn't give each other presents.
Yeah, what could be better?
Yeah, just watch some football, eat some turkey, take a nap. That was it.
I think the Eagles are playing on Thanksgiving, too.
They are.
Played against those Cowboys. I have a good feeling about that.
That's a big game for both of them.
Yeah, it's a big game for the Giants, isn't it? What's your record right now, Johnny?
Oh, fun to fucking talk about it.
Watch the language, would you please?
I know it's early. 3 wins. I predicted 4 wins for the Giants this year, so I think I'm almost there. So.
Yeah, you predicted 4 wins by the 4th week. I remember your predictions. You're all you're lighting cigars and drinking coffee and talking big. We're going all the way. Eli's coming.
Not with that. We got that old coach. You got to get rid of him.
Let's just say this on Thanksgiving. They want more money, so they moved Black Friday to Thursday. I got an idea for everybody here, and they can make even more money. They moved Black Friday to a week before Thanksgiving, and then they let the people take off on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Start shopping earlier. No one's telling you when you can start your sales. Start them right now for all I care. Have a sale year round, like the people in New York going out of business sale for 10 years.
You make up the rules. You decide when the sale is.
No one's stopping you, but don't make these kids work on Thanksgiving.
It's horrible.
It might be the last Thanksgiving they spend with their grandmother. You don't know.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. Johnny, get to the bottom of that the next time you're getting together with you guys are out buying famous pants. By the way, what's the newest rock memorabilia that you have there? What'd you get?
I don't even know. What was the last? We got a guitar from a very famous Italian rock star that no one in the United States would even know. His last name is Ligabue, is what they call him, and he's like sells out stadiums in most countries, and here he probably would, BB King's would be good. A small venue. He sold out the Garden for a night, but he sells out arenas and stadiums. So
you're so bored with it now, you're getting guitars of people no one's ever heard of before that you say are big in Italy. Well, first of all, you want to, sell out a stadium in Italy, get 2 gladiators. That place will be packed.
Too soon.
Really? Too soon? A Christian and 3 lions, and the Italians are lined up. This is going to be good. Johnny, you're Italian, right?
Yes, I am.
Now, what branch of the mafia was your dad in? What did you have to do with that?
Nah, nothing really. I couldn't really talk about that on the air today.
Was he a Don?
He's dead, but he was, yeah. It was a big mob funeral, too. It was great.
Where was he shot? Coming out of what? What was it, Spark Steakhouse? Is that what he got?
He was in a barber shop getting his beard trimmed.
Oh, man. I would never get a shave in a barber shop if I was Italian.
No.
I'd be like, yeah, right.
I wouldn't do it anyway.
You wouldn't?
It seems so scary.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's the best feeling in the world. It's like you're shaving, but you're not doing it. Like anything that you're not doing for yourself feels fantastic.
I'd like someone to do that for my legs.
They come in and shave your legs?
Yeah, why not?
Did they not do that for women?
They wax. That's what they
okay,
do.
that's a little too painful.
But then you've got to get it long enough to be waxed. I'm not
See, the
going to
wax
do that.
isn't bad. I mean, you know what doesn't work when men will be getting their face waxed.
Ouch.
Although most men don't even shave now.
No. The beards are in.
Yeah, and just like a scraggly, crazy. I saw Mike Lawrence on TV. I guess it was last night. And his beard is just so big. And a comedian never would have had a beard. That used to be the thing. Any facial hair blocks you from your audience, people would say.
Right.
You know what I mean? It stops. They don't see your expression. And Mike Lawrence just came out rocking the beard. And the number of applause breaks that he had on that show.
Yeah.
They were just applauding constantly. I couldn't even hear him anymore. They were applauding so much.
That's how they agree. I agree with what you said.
I agree. I know your reference. I understand the references that you're making.
That's a really solid beard, though. Dense. Deep, dense
Yeah.
beard.
Well, you know, every man should have a winter beard. Johnny, you going winter beard this year?
Goatee right now, beard coming probably. Now that it's going to get cold, we'll start the beard. Full beard goes soon.
See, I think I'm just going to go goatee. You know why? It looks like you're making some attempt. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, it looks scraggly, but at least he got the sides.
I haven't given up.
Yeah, he hasn't, you know, he's not an alcoholic. He's just a man who decides he wants a little facial hair. But there's no way like a functioning alcoholic should shave. He should just be like, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
It's that beard that one of your producers has.
Yeah, you know, I know it. That's the alcoholic. That son of a bitch, Monday, I thought he was drunk in here. He had a 48-hour hangover going, and he was still slurring.
It's not great when that happens.
Wow, what happened to the girl that used to be on The View and now is on the Fox show? They put her in the age machine. And that's age, not AIDS machine. I don't want everybody
I don't
to go.
want to get in that.
Yeah, you know who got in it? Magic Johnson, and then escaped.
He got out.
Yeah, he beat AIDS. You know what they said was the reason that he was the first person to beat AIDS? Outside jumper. Up to that point, everybody was playing under the boards.
Right.
Not magic.
From the outside.
From the outside, Rain of Trees, Tres Hombres. Well, Johnny, I appreciate being together with you for fake Thanksgiving.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
You can go to theinterrobang.com, theinterrobang.com, if you want to go to the Thanksgiving thing. But Chris Stanley has told me he doesn't even know what to do now. It's they're calling it the Run and Fez First Supper, but I feel like that name just got thrown out. And it's Run and Fez Thanksgiving at gmail.com. And then it just says, you will need to arrive by 6:30. That attitude, you know what I mean? 6:30, the doors are locked. No, we're pulling out of the dock at that time. Oh, look at those pants. I never even heard of that person before, but I hear he's big in Italy. You know, did you see Prince's selfie the other day?
I didn't.
This is Prince. He put out a selfie. It's up on the interrobang.com. And it may be the finest selfie known to man. You can just hit Prince, and I'm sure it'll, in the search. Yeah, in the search engine. Yeah, that's it. PRIN. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There's Prince.
Oh, my God.
But his selfie was done by someone else and on film instead of, it was like a 1970s selfie.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
He's just illuminating, like...
He is the greatest thing that's ever... He's Black Jesus in so
He's
many
incredible.
ways. Yeah. It's almost like Prince was sent here to save us.
I feel like Prince taught me what sex is, or at least what sexy is.
Oh, yeah. Before Justin Timberlake brought it back?
Yeah. Before it was lost and then brought back.
See, that's the difference between the generations, too. You see that man who's just playing out, strange weirdness on the outside of another planet, Prince comes to us. And then Justin Timberlake, just a lifetime song and dance man. Let me entertain you with soul, everybody. You know, Mom is still yelling from the wings, dance, Justin, dance. You know, he's never had a moment to himself.
He's still got a stage mom.
Well, there's an entire generation of those kids that were raised by Disney, you know, raised just to sing and dance and act and play the ukulele and do sketches.
There's so many of them.
And none of it is that entertaining. You can say, well, that's professional, but it isn't mind-blowing.
Who made it the biggest of that group?
JT's nobody's. Oh, you think Britney's bigger than JT?
I don't know.
Because she's still selling out Vegas. People are still very interested in her. And then the Ryan, what's his name?
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling Jr.
Is he a junior?
I believe so. No, maybe Iron Man is the junior.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling never knew his real dad until Drive.
Ryan Goose. That was a corny joke.
And then whatever happened to the Christina Aguilera?
Aguilera.
She tastes like some kind of rooted vegetable. But
she's still around.
She was massive at one point, but she doesn't seem like people love her as much.
No, people don't. Yeah, she was not as embraced. She's got great pipes, though. She's right.
It's only part of it, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's only part of it. It's only, you know, people sit around, you know, people that like Motown music, they always try to run down Diana Ross, and they're like, she had the weakest voice of them all. But try when all those people get on stage and you're looking at Diana Ross.
That's very true.
You just don't take your eyes off of her. All right, Johnny, I'm going to let you go sneeze on your own time, okay, buddy?
All right. I'll see you this afternoon.
Yeah.
Better get that ink off your hands.
Oh, why did he bring it
You know
up?
what the thing is that ink, it shows how little people care about what's happening with the production.
I care about you, Pop.
I don't want your respect. It is Bennington, and here's our phone number, 866-766-0339, 866-766-0339. Let's take a break, and when we get back, we'll talk about this television show called Olive Kittredge, starring the great Frances McDormand. If you haven't seen this show, you're making a gigantic mistake. And we'll pick that up when we get back. It is Bennington.
You're listening to Bennington on Opie Radio, XM 103, Sirius 206.
Rolling Stones. Sweet Virginia. The Mick Taylor years. My favorite of all the Stones years. And I hate to say that because I know Ronnie Wood listens to Bennington every day, but I got to say it, Ronnie. You're good with the faces. Look at me. Don't get mad. You are good with the faces. Look at who's on TV on Fox right now.
Hey, it's my buddy.
There he is. I saw a young girl today. I'm getting coffee. And, you know, it's just to show you that the youth is so upset. There he is, Geraldo Rivera.
I bet he's telling the story right now.
Yeah. What if he just shows, like, a thing of you? Like,
I would be so freaked out.
He's doing a segment called Coffee Swilling Weirdos. It's like I can't go get coffee without everybody knowing it's me, Geraldo.
They did a great job on him. He did not look that crisp and awake this morning.
Yeah, there's some real talented people over there working at Fox.
They really worked on the hair, too.
Yeah. The hair's fantastic for Geraldo. And he always had the moustache. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need a Movember to do his moustache.
It's a year-round commitment for him.
It's Bennington. Ron Bennington with Gail Bennington, no relation.
Oh, boy.
Flipper sent us an email to let you know Arigato that you brought up today is closed.
Oh, God. But at least it was real.
It's real in your past and in Flipper's past.
Right. So I'm not a racist.
I never said that you were. I just alluded to it. And not all racism is bad. Like, racism during wartime is fine.
Because that's patriotism.
As a matter of fact, when we signed the peace treaty with Japan, Harry Truman was president. And I don't want to get off into a history lesson, but no one else is going to teach you guys this.
Yeah.
So Harry is signing the peace treaty with Japan, and he goes like this, and he signs it, and he hands it back. He hands them the treaty and goes, and from this day forth, we will no longer call you gooks.
Wow.
And they were like, good. And he goes like this. He pulls it back. But the Koreans,
Right.
He went like that. Like, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it. We have been pretty much at war for a long time, United States and America. And it makes me wonder, like, remember, like, when you were a kid and you would learn about Sparta and stuff like that? I wonder, like, sometime in the future that they will go, the Americans, a warlike people. And you're like, what? A warlike people? I thought we were the good guys. They're a warlike people who enjoyed going to war.
Who tried to stay at war for as much time as possible.
They love to send their poor people to war. Go to war. Without declaring war. They were police action people. They call things police actions, like we're not at war with Afghanistan, even though this is the longest war we've ever had.
Yeah, we're in wartime, but nobody says that.
Life during wartime.
Yeah.
I think only the Talking Heads would bring it up. This ain't no party. Wish we would have played Talking Heads today.
I know, that's got to be our next one.
Well, I don't know. I want to do electronic dance is the next thing I want to get into. We said that when we get into the Frances McDormand movie, but you brought up during the commercial, brought up a couple exciting things that happened this week in New York City. Number one, machine gun loose in this neighborhood during a jewelry store robbery across the street.
Jeez.
I went down there, found some clues, and found it was like a stick and a little piece of string was the only thing down there. And I go, you know who took this jewelry? A bird. It flew down because if we go up in that nest, I bet the jewelry's going to be there. So it was a robbery, but a cute robbery.
Right.
A robbery of nature.
Did you have Patches with you?
Yeah.
He likes ice cream too.
Oof. But then the people who wash windows, and they're always surprised that a cable breaks for them, and they were outside the new World Trade Center. I don't know, the Freedom Tower. It's a Tower of Freedom. And they were just hanging off the building for hours.
Horrifying. Get rid of that tower. Get rid of it.
Who are you speaking to? The Muslim people now?
No.
I don't even want to bring that up. Let's keep this tower.
That was not a
Do you
call
feel
to
like
action.
it's jinxed, the tower?
Boy, look at that.
We're moving. Sirius XM is going to move there.
I'm going to stay here. Can I call in?
Yeah, you can do phoners to the 110th floor.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I was watching on New York One.
New York One, the local TV station. News on the Ones.
Yes, and I don't like to speak ill of her, but I felt like Roma Torre was being horrible during it. Horrible. She was on
during the live?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was on the phone with, I guess he would have been the, commissioner of the window washing union or something.
Sure.
He has some title like that. And she's on the phone with him. He's in the room where they're cutting the glass, right? And they don't have, they're in the process of getting the first guy out, right? So you're hearing kind of in the background these rescue people, and they're kind of yelling commands at each other. And she's like, what are they saying? And he's like, hold on one moment. They're just about to pull the first guy in. And she seriously goes, I can hear them talking. Just tell me what they're saying. Roma, they're in
she needs the info.
It's a rescue situation. So they get the first guy in, and she says, how does he look? He says he looks like he's doing all right, a little shaken up, but he's doing okay. She goes, put me on the phone with him. And she's like, he goes, they've got him on a stretcher right now, so I don't think this would be a good idea. Okay, can you take a picture of him?
Selfie.
He says, I guess so. I'm probably going to have to get off the phone with you, though. And then she gets very upset with it, and it just starts saying, no, forget it. It's more important that you just stay on the phone. She was so irritated with this very helpful union member.
And yet she came very close to getting the guy to... First of all, you don't speak Spanish, so you don't know what the dude's saying.
Crazy.
Well, I like a news person who's out there trying to grab the news, though. You know what I mean? I want them to grab it.
Brahma, give them some air, though.
I like, and then they go from her, who she's like doing everything.
She also does theater reviews.
Yeah, and does them well. But then they go to the guy who just reads the newspapers to you. Over here in the Post, look at this.
Pat Kiernan.
Pat Kiernan here. And here's the Post today. It just says, up your arsehole. You see they put an R there. Up your arsehole. That's from the Post. So I'm watching him the other day when I wake up in the morning, and he has the Kim Kardashian big ass picture,
right.
But he has the Post, but he puts a Post-it.
Oh, God.
He likes to post it, but he goes, I know we have a lot of kids who watch us. He, in his contract, I thought this was the greatest thing ever because he's been there. In his contract, he had an out clause that he could take Regis's job.
I know. And he wanted it so badly. And she had him as a guest after Regis left.
And he was just sitting there with newspapers. Look at this, Kelly. Look, this is from the Daily News, and it just says, bad mama. See that? Bad mama. And there she is. And he'll just point at, like we're in kindergarten.
And he doesn't give you a terrible amount more than the headline.
No.
He kind of says the headline, and they talk more about it, but...
And this is over here from the New York Post. It just says, bag of dicks. See that? They're all just three guys named Richard standing in a bag. Bag of dicks.
It's a weird story.
But I would love to have that gig. I wish that was my personality, that I had that Mr. Rogers softness to life.
It's very relaxed.
Because you know that he's going to be like this. This is from the Daily News. Asteroid to destroy Earth. And there it is. It's coming right at us. So that's the New York 1 building right there. And there's the asteroid. I think this is happening in real time. But it's probably the last thing I'll ever read.
Did you see when he was on Kelly?
Yeah, I did watch. I was very excited for him.
Yeah, he looked a little nervous.
Well, he was nervous.
You could feel the pressure of, like, this is my dream behind his eyes.
It's like suddenly, it's like there's some high school coach that tries out for the Yankees, and then they put him in, late season. Like, all right, let's see what you got. You got one inning to throw heat, and it's hard not to throw up when your dreams are coming true. The worst thing that could happen to anyone is for their dreams to come true.
Terrifying.
Yeah. It's like this. This is my dream. I better get a bunch of heroin and just shoot it until I'm dead. I don't know what I'm doing. I got everything I wanted. That's why the idea of heaven just sounds annoying. Like blissful forever.
Yeah, that doesn't sound...
Who needs it?
Also doesn't make any sense. Why? Why would that happen?
It feels so good here.
Thank you for your service on Earth.
I know.
Great job just being alive.
We treat the vets like shit after they win a war. Well, why would God just sit and make us feel blissful forever? Because, he's not. He's trying to think of a new Ebola strain to come up with.
What can I throw at them next?
What can they do? Have we ever given them influenza? But like really bad influenza. Who am I talking to? I'm the only person. It seems lonely being God,
No equals. That's why.
And you're like, God, what's this all about? And he's like this. You're going to ask me that? I manufacture mosquitoes. That's something you couldn't even comprehend. And now you're asking me the meaning of this? I'm trying to fill up eternity with stuff to do. That's it. I want to do something for eternity. I'm going out of my mind. So, first of all, that story, that New York One story, you make me now want to watch it more.
Yeah. Well, it's a great program.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Bennington. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Ron.
Hey, buddy.
Good to hear from you this morning. Hey, quick question. I'm coming up with the family for December 20th through 23rd, which I know is going to be a nut house, but I wanted Bennington's top 2 restaurants to take the family to enjoy a nice dinner.
All right, you're talking family in Manhattan?
Yes.
All right, and you're going to be on Family Prices. You don't want to,
Don't want to kill it, but something decent, no worries.
Where are you staying in the city?
We're staying at the Hyatt in Times Square.
All right, I want you to email me. I'm going to give you some cool places, but I'm going to give you this place that just has just bottomless pasta that the kids love. All right?
Awesome.
But you're going to probably have to make your... By the way, I do think there's a bottom. I mean, no one's eaten that much, but I think you can eat... So write to me at ronandfez@AOL.com. You got that?
You got it, buddy.
All right.
Ronnie, thank you so much, buddy.
All right, I'm going to come up with nice stuff for you. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's going to be great, all right? Tell the kids not to worry.
My kids are going to be so thankful for Mr. Bennington.
How old are they?
8 and 5.
All right, so do they drink?
They don't drink, not heavy yet.
I'd have to have a beverage. By the way, Lewis brought me some ice water. Fantastic job, Lewis.
Hey, Ronnie, so what about the Eat restaurant? Everybody's talking about EAT. What do you think? Just real quick.
It's right around the corner from here. Now, where did you hear about it from?
Just message board, just kind of looking at New York City restaurants.
It's pretty good. It's not going to be exactly fun for your children, but send it to me. Send it at ronandfez@AOL. I'm going to give you some different ideas. And you're just doing all the Christmas stuff?
Yes, my son's probably last year he's going to believe in Santa Claus. I can't break the truth to him yet. So we want to do the Macy's Santa Claus. We're doing the Rockettes, that type of thing. So we're going to be the Rubes.
No,
in North
you know
Carolina,
what?
up in NYC.
Let me tell you something. Everyone always says it's the Rubes. There's a reason that these things exist. Mm-hmm. When you're in Radio City for the Rockettes, you're connected to an American past.
That's very true.
It's really,
it's the same show, right?
It's the same exact show, just like the Harlem Globetrotters. Mm-hmm. And the reason why they do that is because the parents want to look down and see the children and remember that's exactly what they saw, and that their parents were looking at them, and now that their parents are dead, they're feeling like, I know what the next thing is for me.
Right.
So they just start sobbing uncontrollably. Your happiness reminds me of my own death.
This turned so dark.
But you know what it is about the Rockettes? It's the precision. That's it. It's precision. It's precision. They always stop in here every year, and everyone has this thing about, I'd want to date a Rockette. I'd want to date a Rockette. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think there can be too much leg.
They've got a lot of leg.
It's a frightening amount of leg.
Do they still do the thing where they have very specific measurements to be a Rockette, as in exact length of your leg, torso?
Everything down to skin color. They do it all.
They don't anymore, though. They actually did do that.
I mean, for the primetime shows.
Oh, gotcha.
Still, I mean, if you want to go on at 8. If you want to go midnight. Yeah, you want to go in there at midnight, have the time of your life. But I'm going to give you some burger places. I'm going to give you all kinds of fun things for the kids, all right?
You are the man, Bennington. Thank you very much, buddy.
All right, Ron and Fez AOL.
You got it, right now.
They call me Mr. Midtown because I know it all. Unfortunately, my favorite breakfast place in Midtown is going to be closed by then.
I can't believe it. I signed the petition.
Smart. I signed it too, I think. I think I did. I don't know. I don't never know whether I've done something right online. You know what I mean? I thought I signed a petition, and 3 weeks later, 5 albums and 3 books showed up in my house. All right, a Rockette must be between 5'6" and 5'10". Measurements will be taken in their stocking feet. Don't come in there in a pair of heels and think... So you wouldn't be able to be a Rockette.
I would not be a Rockette. Too tall.
Too tall to be a Rockette.
Too much leg.
Maybe you could come out holding on to the camel when they do that thing at the end. There's actually a camel out there. It's the precision of it all. But do you ever see the Globetrotter show before?
I haven't.
when I was little, I loved the Globetrotters so much that I actually got in a fist fight in my neighborhood because I said that the Globetrotters could beat the 76ers, and ended up having to fight a kid over that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I just thought that they were the greatest show on earth. Not Barnum and Bailey.
Right.
I thought that they were the second greatest show. As a child, I would sit and rank the greatest shows on earth.
One of your many hobbies.
Yeah. Number one, always, Jackson 5. With little Michael.
Nothing's better than Baby Michael.
What about Baby Jermaine? You didn't like him at all?
I love Jermaine. I love young Jermaine. Love him.
What about young Tito and Randy?
Yeah, sure. But I love young Jermaine.
How many are there? Marlon. There's all kinds of Jacksons. Oh, there's 5, yeah. But wasn't one of them deaf and they didn't let him in the band? I'm trying to think back to the movie. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Somebody didn't get in, that's for sure.
I think the dad beat the hearing out of one of them, or maybe that was the Beach
He had to
Boys'
get a
dad.
switch.
All those dads hit their kids to Jackson 5. You're driving me nuts with it.
That's always like in a biopic. They always have to make it some corny moment where
Yeah.
somebody has some revelation, like, that's how we'll do it. Or like, it's...
Well, it's always funny too, like particularly when they do the rock biopics, where that people are just bringing up, like Jim Morrison's girlfriend is saying, like, you better break on through, break on through to the other side, break on through.
Just jotting that down.
Yeah, she's breaking up with him. This is the end, the only end, my friend. And he's like, yeah.
This is the end.
Ride the snake
to the lake.
Do you think somebody else in the band would have been going like this? Jim, what the hell are you talking about? A, no one can dance to this. And B, the song is 18 minutes long and it ends with you killing your dad and having sex with your mom. No one's going to like this.
It really escalates to a insane point, that song.
Well, I had to go be a judge in a stand-up contest last week, right? And I said to them, I said to the folks running the New York Comedy Festival, I don't want to give advice to anybody. And they're like, well, wouldn't that be great? Like I go, what if I'm wrong? That would be the craziest thing that you've ever done in your life. You know what I mean? Because you don't know where somebody's taking this.
Exactly. You're like, you know what you should do? Props.
Well, I'm sure that I guarantee you someone said to Mitch Hedberg, you better get some segues in your act, son.
I'm sure, yeah.
And open your eyes and connect with that audience. You're sitting there, you got your eyes closed, you're going from one bit to the other, you're making us feel uncomfortable. Mitch, if you listen to me, I can make you a mediocre comedian in no time.
And thank God he didn't listen.
Well, I wish he would have listened about one thing. You know what I mean? Just say no. Nancy Reagan was right about that.
She did have a point.
Eric, in Chicago, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Morning, Bennington. So, Ronnie, I had a question. I don't think you're going to be a New York homer here. So I had a debate with a buddy that just moved to Manhattan. I live in the heart of downtown Chicago. So first question is, have you spent any significant time in the city?
I couldn't understand what you were slurring.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I was saying that I live in downtown Chicago. I just had a pretty heated debate with a buddy of mine that just moved to Manhattan. And I was sick and tired of him putting Chicago down. And my whole point was that Chicago is a pretty world-class city, and it's more livable and manageable. And was just interested if you had a take on the pros and cons of, like, Manhattan.
Well,
like a bigger city like Chicago. Downtown Chicago, not the shitty West Side 15 people get killed Chicago.
Yes, I understand racism. You don't have to speak to me that way. I mean, to make, but seriously, to be a great city, you have to take care of all the parts of your city. And, I would love to see Chicago take care of that problem. Now, you really cannot compare Chicago to New York. And I thought that growing up outside of Philly, I used to think Philly and Chicago, I guess it's close. It isn't. You know what I mean? There's a reason why in Chicago they say it's the second city. It's just it's a different experience. But why don't you just enjoy Chicago for what it is? You know what I mean?
But it's the whole livable thing. So, like, I live in a place that's like, 1,300 square feet. And in Manhattan, I think that would be probably $1.5 million.
Yeah, but there is a reason. It's because people want to live. People from all over the world want to live in Manhattan. You know what I mean? Like, you could even take it. I could go into the suburbs, and my money would go further. But that would be the suburbs. And Chicago, and don't take this the wrong way.
Don't call it the suburbs. Don't do it.
Okay, I'm going to just be nice to you here. There's a reason, okay? There's a reason.
It's less of an international city, also.
Well, it's less of an international city, and it's also less of a city. Right. I mean, you can have a car and drive it around, and you know what I mean? It's a different thing. But enjoy it for what it is, because I think it's terrific. You know what I mean? But then again, I like minor league baseball, so you can't, you know what I mean? That's a great experience. You know what I mean?
I do, but I feel like, if you're middle class, you can't live in Manhattan. Just so I think.
No, I agree with you.
Conclusion.
Yeah.
That, where you're talking about Chicago to take care of its people, and I agree with you on that. But in Manhattan, I mean, if you want to try to live the Manhattan dream, I think a lot of people go there and they live in some shitty 300 square foot studio. And
no, people live. Look, they went and made a terrific city in Brooklyn. Queens is exploding, but I don't think. I mean, we're adults. People should go live where they want to live. I think Chicago's great. I'll go to Molly's, have a Ron Bennington. Okay, Molly's Cupcakes is there, #1 seller after all these years. The Ron Bennington.
That's awesome.
Isn't that fantastic?
Because it's delicious.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It is. It's a great cupcake, but when you don't have to come, you can go live where you want to live. San Francisco's a fantastic city.
It's very true. I mean, it is a problem that Manhattan itself, not New York City, but Manhattan is becoming less of a place for people to live. Yes.
But there's always been that trouble. There's always been trouble with living in cities. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's easier to live in the suburbs. Mm-hmm. But you're saying I want to do something else, Right. I think Chicago is great. I don't go for the deep dish pizza,
no,
but it's a great town.
I don't go for that dog either, the Chicago dog.
I do. I like the Chicago dog, but then again, I like a salad. That's me.
That's a salad right on top of a hot dog.
John, Strong Island.
Hey, Ronnie. My brother lives in Chicago. I live in Strong Island, as you call it. Work in the city, but Chicago only has 3.5 million people in its there. I'm sure the MSA is a lot bigger, but compared to New York, which is 18 million people, it just dwarfs Chicago as a whole. Yeah. There's a lot of great things about Chicago, but anybody that ever comes to New York City from Chicago says, "Hey, I can't believe how bad and dirty New York City is, and I can't believe how big it is." Because when you really fly into Chicago, it's like 7 buildings downtown.
Yeah, the buildings aren't even pushed up against each other. It's a different thing. But there are, every city has got something. You don't have to fight about it as adults. And plus, now that you've got the Tampa Bay coach, maybe the Cubs are finally going to win one. When the Cubs win a World Series, it's going to be the biggest thing that ever happened. Robert, Rhode Island. Lost you, buddy. Here's John. John, you're on the Bennington Show.
Ronnie, when they stop calling themselves the second city, we'll start respecting them a little bit.
It doesn't have to turn into that. It really doesn't. Look, it's a great town. It's my kind of town, okay? It's a toddling town, right? It's a city with the big shoulders. It's a hog butcher to the world, all right? It's Chicago. It's the Windy City. It's the city with so many nicknames. Chicago. It's the place people move out of to go to New York or L.A. It's great.
So, obviously, she's got tremendous knowledge about music, knowing all about Jackson 5 and Jackson Brown and Jackson Pollock and on and on.
Yeah,
What about movies? I mean, the great Ron Bennington drops a line like, I want the knife, and Pepper and Fez and all those guys completely miss out on it.
Sure.
And just so you don't worry about the FCC or anything like that, I'm an Asian American, so we're allowed to make fun about the yellow man.
Okay.
But, Gail, what are your thoughts on movies? Were you educated by the great Ron Bennington? No relation?
I was, yeah. I had a very serious film education starting at a young age.
I don't think that you got a film education because I never remember lecturing you on it.
No,
we just watched movies.
We watched movies all the time. We were always watching movies.
We watched a lot of movies.
And
probably when you should have been doing homework, we watched movies.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of homework in that house. A little bit.
I would think that whether you did your homework or not is up to your mother, and that's any of the stuff that you didn't get.
Well, most homework can be done on the way to school. Is how I
can it. Well, you know what's really weird is I see the way your aunt is with your nephew, and he has to stop doing things to do homework.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in turning off wrestling to do homework. That's insane.
No, that comes first.
And then he also, he starts wrestling late, and then he has to go early to go to bed.
I also remember, sometimes we would be able to get off the next day of school after the Academy Awards or any sort of
anything that you need to stay up late for.
Yeah, late night things that involved entertainment. A lot of times. Next day was a mental health day.
But let's face this, too. I don't remember any summer school. So it seems like everything worked out okay.
Yeah. It all turned out.
Well, we were talking about, and this is a good segue. Something Mitch Hedberg could have used in his career. But the fact that we're talking about Frances McDormand. Mm-hmm. When, in the first time, in that movie, Raising Arizona, when Frances McDormand was so great, you were like a little kid, and you could do this amazing impression of her.
Yeah, that character in Raising Arizona was my favorite, and I was obsessed with her, and obsessed with that movie, but specifically her. Where's that baby? Where's he at?
You were just a kid. And I actually was down to the thing of, I had to tape her. I had to tape her doing this and send it to this poor character actor who really doesn't get a lot of work and let her, look at her hair in that. Now, by the way, if you look at her there, she was probably about 27 years old.
It's just insane to think of. You got to get his dip tat.
You got to get his dip tat. You going to send him to Arizona State?
You got to do that high.
Now, we didn't even know that she was married to a Coen brother or whatever at the time, but we just thought that she was amazing.
Yeah.
This, by the way, Holly Hunter, too.
She's incredible.
Incredible. And these two used to be roommates at one time.
No.
Yeah. They were all hanging out together at the same time. That's how.
That's too cool.
That's why the Coens wrote this movie with Holly Hunter in mind. Just think of that. She got the starring role in this. I don't remember anything that, I don't remember any reason that she would have gotten the starring role in a big comedy like this.
True.
Other than the fact that she was terrific.
Right.
But now they would give it to Sandra Bullock or something.
Yeah. But she's the go-to girl for that kind of stuff these days.
By the way, Holly Hunter came in here last year, and it was like...
She came in to do your show, or she was just in the movie?
No, she came in here to do the show.
She's so cute.
She's amazing.
I have such a crush on her. She's just the coolest.
I feel the same exact way. And the whole time, there was a part of me that I kept thinking she was going to say something like, do you want to just leave with me? And then I would go like this. Yes, Holly Hunter. I think I do.
I think I'd have a better shot, if you know what I mean.
That's ball busting and that's mean.
That's true.
But you know what? It's still hurtful. I mean...
No, I meant about her. I meant,
yes,
I'd have a better shot.
Of being with her.
As a woman.
Right. Oh.
That's what I mean.
I thought you were going an age thing.
No.
Why? She's not interested in men? Yeah, she's interested in men.
I thought...
Well, you're spreading rumors now. You got to remember, you're on the radio.
I thought she was a ladies' lady.
I mean, I'm sure that's part of it because she's, open to everything. Go to a Who's Dating Who. No, she's got kids, right?
They're able to have kids.
I didn't know all this. All right.
I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm starting rumors.
Yeah, let's just say allegedly. Let's just put this under the allegedly umbrella.
Please don't bring this up on Twitter.
Yeah, please don't bring it up again. Wash your own ears out with soap. But anyway, we love her no matter what she wants to do. And then Frances McDormand in this,
Come on, can't
in a
be true.
British actor with a man.
I could have sworn.
Not that it's a bad thing,
No.
either way, straight or, you know what I mean? But
maybe it was just in my dreams.
Can you straighten me out on this? Did you think that Bennington is just a gossip, like a Hollywood gossip show? Because I didn't picture us going in that direction. Who's dating who? You're going to find out in the next episode of Bennington.
But I'm dating her in my mind, is really what I was.
We're all dating her in our minds. Who's dating a Chinaman? Find out on the next Bennington.
There has been so much racist Asian stuff.
I hope not. I certainly don't mean it that way.
You remember you said arigato earlier.
I hang out in Chinatown. But anyway, this Frances McDormand. Let's just get back to that. Let's get away from the gossip for 2 minutes. This Olive Kidrich. Everything that people have said about Robert De Niro should be said about Frances McDormand.
That's
She's
very true.
unbelievable in this.
She is phenomenally good in this role. She's phenomenally good in everything she does. But this kind of just, I feel is kind of a pinnacle role, or just it was built for her. It's just.
Yeah, but I feel like that almost about every role. The thing is, she does so many little small things in this. I guess it's a miniseries that it kills you.
Yeah. And it was a book, right? Female.
That I don't know.
It was a book, female author.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know if
she was the female author, was she dating Holly Hunter?
No. But
Is
I
that
mean,
another one of the rumors?
No. I don't know if this is like a segment of the book. You know what I mean? Like if we could just getting like the last end of the story, but it's got a really cool focus. I'm always down for like a story that revolves around an older female character, because you don't have a ton of movies, a ton of shows that have that as your central character.
What about Hannah Montana?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. You're thinking of Hannah Montana's dad, who sometimes gets confused with an old
Billy Ray?
Billy Ray.
Billy Ray Cyrus, Achy Breaky. You're right. It was a 2008 novel. Now, I wasn't overly crazy about the story, although I do want to go back and read the novel. I mean, it was more of a character study.
It was, yeah.
Than what you would normally think of as a movie. But the fact that she was so damn good in this, that it's weird, because you want to say like she's underrated, right?
Yeah.
But she's won an Oscar, so you're not really underrated if you're an Oscar winner. But I will say this, she's at least rated.
Yes.
Like anything that's ever been said good about her is dead on. Remember the time that we were at Tribeca Film Festival and she walked up to you because you were wearing the shirt, and she just comes over, and you were young at the time, and she grabs like your shirt, like she just pinches it like she's an ant, and she goes, "Cool shirt."
Yeah.
And we all just stare and look at her.
Yeah, because
it seemed like a fever dream.
Shirt. Yeah, it is a cool shirt.
And when she was leaving, I yelled, "I am wearing your shirt."
I have a shirt too. I also have a shirt. Come back.
Brian in the West Texas town of El Paso.
Hey, what do you think of Frances McDormand in Blood Simple? First of all, that movie was scary as all fuck, but her performance was just outstanding. And I think she was maybe 24, 25 at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was very young, and she was phenomenal, like she is in everything. She's just great. She's just out of this world.
You know, they did that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Who was the older character actor who played the guy in The Beetle who was going after he was like the hired detective?
Yeah, man. I used to know this dude's name. He's so great.
Yeah, he was in. He had a big piece in Raising Arizona when he was at the tool shop.
Yeah, he was also in a movie called Fast Walking. That, if you ever get the opportunity, it was like an early James Woods movie. That's the great Emmett Walsh. Emmett Walsh is who we're talking about. He's so damn good. And by the way, I'll say that he's underrated, not just rated. The way Frances McDormand, Holly Hunter, rated, underrated,
Underrated.
Another Oscar winner though.
True. But someone of her talent, she should be working all the time. She should be getting great roles all the time. I think,
Well, like you said, they don't make movies for middle-aged women,
They
except for if you happen to be named Meryl Streep.
They've
and
really
then they
got-
give you everything.
they've got one middle-aged woman,
Yeah.
and that's all that they're just going from a pool of one.
Yeah, and then why they gave her Mamma Mia is beyond me, because
she wanted it.
That's one that they could give out to anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She didn't have to have that.
She wanted it. She had some weird connection with that. I actually watched something where she was talking about it, and she went to go see the play after 9/11, and it was like one of the first times that she went out. And she said her kids were young, and they were just like happy and dancing.
Right.
It was like her first moment of being outside of that thought process, and I think it's stayed kind of sacred for her, even though anyone else would watch it.
I had the same exact experience. It probably would have been the spring after 9/11, and there was this. Oh, it was another Tribeca Film Festival, and they had this day set up. So, all the New York acts were going to be there. Jimmy Fallon, who was young, was there singing, and De Niro, and they brought out Whoopi and Billy Crystal and Robin Williams. And then they had bands, and they had Wycliffe, they had David Bowie,
Yeah, I remember.
Sheryl Crow, all that, right? But I think the first act of the day was Counting Crows, and they were doing a song. It might have been Rain King. I can't remember which song it was now. But everybody, because it felt like the first time people had gotten together, everybody's just dancing crazy like they've never danced for the Counting Crows. Because we were all like, well, we're going to go see Bowie, And everybody was just digging. And then you turn around and you look, and there was just people crying, just not crying out of sadness, but just a release.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa. This is so heavy. And then, if I ever hear people run down the Counting Crows, I'm like, what are you talking about? That's the greatest band ever. They bring people to tears. They make people dance and cry. I can't get it through my head of just that moment itself. Oh, no. Yeah. I think they did a thing they went from Rain King into covering a Springsteen song. And people just lost it and were just crying, and I probably would have said, oh yeah, I'll be in a Counting Crows movie, just like Meryl Streep said I'll be a Mamma Mia. You know what I mean? Yes,
Definitely, I'm in.
I want to play the white afro guy from the Counting Crows. I think his name is Olive Kidrich. But yeah, that is an amazing thing, and I think maybe only music can do that to you. You know what I mean? Only music can totally heal things. Scott, Westchester, Bestchester, you're on Bennington.
What's up, Ronnie B?
Hey.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I never really she's kind of out of my generation, kind of I would say, but Olive, I swear, she's my wife, you people don't really realize that kind of person until it's portrayed like she portrays it. I'm looking at everything she does and holy shit, that cold but loving but only turn it on and off shit.
We're talking about Frances McDormand, and we're no longer talking about Meryl Streep and Mamma Mia.
Right.
So we'll point that out to people. But Frances McDormand in that role, you're right. She's the mean lady.
Yeah.
But she'll make these little facial things that just melt you, and you see the struggle of humanity.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a couple of times where I had a shoe in my hand, and I swear I could have threw it at my wife, but then it's the same shit, though. You're right, she does little subtleties that just get you, maybe there is a little heart in there or something. But,
so you're married to a mean woman.
Exactly.
Now, what made you marry a mean woman in the first place?
Because because you know that it's cliche and all that shit, but it was always, oh, it'll change when this happens. It'll change when this happens. You know, it's so funny. It just never changed.
You're a fixer. Yeah.
You know, so now it's over with now. But you know, because of my dumbass. I mean, I should have did it earlier, but you know, it is what it is. But back to Frances, she's amazing. Like
she's amazing.
It is. All right, Ronnie B, punching out, man. Great
Peace.
to talk to you, and I'll see you soon.
Everybody wants to change somebody sometime, don't they?
Yeah, that's very true. But that's the problem. Is like that character seems cruel at first, and then when you get, I think, dimension from people like that, it pulls you in even deeper. Sometimes somebody has a sadness, something about a tortured past. I think people oftentimes get attracted to people like that.
To broken people.
Yeah, because when they give you a little something, I'm going to take this as a sign of our love. I'm just going to hold on to this. This is all I need.
But you know who feels that way? Captives. Captives will, like, sooner or later be like, the guy who kidnapped me there's something about him. There's something like...
I think he really cares about me deep down.
He gave me a piss bucket, and he didn't need to. You know what I mean? And I just feel like sooner or later this is going to work out. Like those girls in Cleveland. They're still like, well, he wasn't totally bad.
Right.
Because this is what the human experience is like for us.
And it's also that's a survival mode too. You know, it's like there's only so much you can fight a personality like that. You have a better chance of surviving by kind of flowing with their energy and giving.
It's so scary how much you're just describing your own mother. It's just terrible when you think that sooner or later people will just give in. Okay. All right. Just like those mothers that have a kid screaming, and they're just like, here, this is what you wanted after all. Here's all a bucket of chocolate. Maybe if there's just 5 minutes that you'll just eat chocolate and stop it.
She's a saint.
Carl. That's what you hear in restaurants. Carl, just trying to make a deal with a child. I'll just go like this. Ma'am, do you want me to choke him out? I'd love to get up out of my seat, grab your kid by the throat, and choke him until he's dead.
I just watched a video yesterday of a waitress in a Chinese food place just completely snapping. Mm-hmm. And I guess she had just kicked the people out because they wouldn't stop the children from screaming.
Yeah.
And then they said, we're not going to pay. And then she just locks the doors and she's like, you're going to pay me and you're going to leave. So they were forced to pay.
Now you can't leave. You understand?
And the worst is, like, there's people in the restaurant being like, you can't refuse service to someone. And someone else is yelling, yes, you can. This is a private establishment.
Well, some people property.
You can say, I don't want this kid screaming in here, and kick them out.
Some people just hate service people.
Yes.
You know, I know, I'll just say his name without trying to out him, Fez. But if you go to any diner with Fez, and somebody will come over and give us like menus, and they'll go like this. You believe this? And you're like, what? What just happened wrong? Why are you so upset? But he just feels like they're doing something awful to him.
They're serving you.
Yeah.
They're serving you. That's their job. It's could you imagine if that, you had to do that? Now put yourself in their shoes.
Not only is it their job, but it's the highest thing a human can do for another human being, to be in service.
Yeah.
Well, this is where Fox News just now has Jeff Dunham and a puppet on there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. You know who I don't like is ISIS. We ought to kill all the ISIS, right? And they're just like laughing and shit. That puppet is so right. It's Obamacare that's destroying the country.
It just said Peanut under there, like giving his name. This is Peanut.
Peanut.
This isn't a real person.
Yeah. Peanut is my special ed puppet.
It's a little weird, right? It looks like Zippy a little bit. Zippy the Pinhead.
Yeah, Zippy the Pinhead from the 60s. But I'm nervous about the girl that used to be on The View. She doesn't look good. Just, I know she did some hospital time. Her legs look a little too thin.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her something to eat real quick.
I'll stop over there with a muffin basket.
Just the tops, though.
Muffin tops. You know, I had the guy Spike Ferguson who wrote that on the show.
I heard that.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't know that you listened.
I do.
Now you finally got around to listening to the show because you're like, I need to pick up some things.
Dude, I've always listened.
I don't know. You can bring it up to me every once in a while. You're coming to the Unmasked today with the Dice Band, right?
I am. I'll be there.
And the reason, of course, is because your boyfriend likes dice, and it's the only time you guys are showing up. I haven't seen you guys forever, but like when you get somebody that he likes, you're like, you know what? We're going to stop by. I guess it's going to be a good one. I go, why don't you stop by when I'm struggling through somebody?
I'll always stop by. I'll be there. Everyone.
I'll be there.
Just like our buddies.
That was the real Jackson, Michael.
The number one.
You know, he never got to a point where he just said, call me Mike. That would have been my perfect time with Michael Jackson.
It was a very formal situation we kept with
Well,
Michael.
I guess once you have that name out there, you don't want to change it. You know, some people have tried, you know.
He easily could have been a Mikey when he was little. Little Mikey Jackson.
I don't think black people call themselves Mikey. That's much more of a white person's name. By the way, in New York City, every third person is named Mikey.
Yeah.
I'm Mikey, this is Mike, and this is Mikey Mike.
All Mikes and Joes. That's all you got.
Michael, get on to Mikey. Tell him Mikey Mike's coming over. All right? We're all Catholics. Hey, Mike. Does Mickey come from Mike? Or that's just for the Irish?
I think that you could be a Mickey if you're a Mike. Yeah.
I don't feel like you're that confident
I'm not.
in it.
I just wanted to
put a
commit
big toe.
to it.
Yeah, but you didn't commit when you're like, yeah, that's sure.
That's a good impression of me.
Yeah.
It's dead on.
All right, Jeff Dunham is just simulating sex with that puppet named
so
Peanut.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. We're gonna
Peanut
get
likes
ISIS.
sex.
Peanut just looks to the camera and goes, help me. I do like my character.
Kill me now.
Yeah. This is Carl. Carl, go ahead.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
Hey, man.
Hashtag Bennington.
Hashtag Bennington.
I got a question for you. I know you're talking about the unmasked.
So?
Who has been the hardest person to unmask?
Helen Keller. That would have been Helen Keller. I don't, you know, by the way, I don't even like the title because I don't actually unmask people. I talk to them. But it's normally somebody that I will catch going into their act, and that's always a disappointment.
Just going into the character or like going into
material, just actually deciding to slide into some material.
You don't need to do that right now.
The Ron White is, wait till you hear that because he gets very emotional. He was a really interesting. Well, he is an interesting guy, but I'm also there's something about those Texas guys. There are some really great writers out of Texas, songwriters out of Texas, and there's just a kind of great storytelling tradition out of Texas that you lose immediately into driving into Mississippi.
Completely disappeared.
Yeah, it's just gone. No, Elvis is from, but you know, Elvis never wrote.
That's true.
Not even his own name. That's why he used to call himself E, because he wasn't sure about the rest of it.
I watched that Sonic Highways.
The Nashville one?
The Nashville one. That was great.
It was
I think that's
unbelievable.
the best one yet.
Well, I haven't ranked them, but, you know, Austin is the one. I don't know what they're doing. Well, it's tonight.
Yeah.
But it's been fantastic, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been really good. I went on a real serious Dolly Parton kick after.
No reason that you shouldn't.
After
Jack White did the same thing.
Yeah. She's just so cool. She's just really cool.
Remember that time we went to Dollywood?
I do.
We saw her cabin. They drug... She called it a cabin. I called it a tool shed.
Yeah.
They drug it down from the holler or whatever the hell happens there in Tennessee and set it up. But Dolly Parton is... And she was in here for a town hall not too long ago. She may be the most show business person ever.
Yeah. She seems like it's a big part of it for her.
She's going to do the show.
Yeah.
And whether she's in or out, she's going to do the show. She's going to promote the show. She's going to be dressed up to do it. She's going to be there for the fans. They're going to get a picture taken with her.
Yeah.
And she's never given it up even for a second.
I think that one of the things she talks about, it's got to come from that growing up listening to the Grand Ole Opry. That's such a big show. It's just like, I think when you grow up idolizing performance that way, you know, that you're going to put the emphasis on the showmanship as well.
Well, that's funny that you bring that up because we're doing the Unmasked with Dice Clay today, and everything for him growing up was who put on the big show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like he almost came to it from that angle of how big can I make this on stage? How much can I blow people away more than like the regular comic is worried about material or whatever? He was like, what can I do to make this big show experience? And it's amazing when you just think of the people who have gone big in this country. You know what I mean? If you just think of the people who just said, for whatever reason, I'm going to be bigger than life.
Yeah.
You know, James Brown, bigger than life.
And that's the goal. It's just to be huge. It's just to put on the biggest show out there. You're right. Yeah.
Well, when we used to do the Ron and Ron show in Florida, and we would show up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and there would be thousands of people to watch us do it. Immediately, you go back and go, all right, when we do the next one, how big can we? You know what I mean? Like, you would forget everything else, and you would just be like, let's just, you know, just start shooting fireworks in their face, and we'll just run elephants through the crowd, and everybody would be like, yes! Bigger! Bigger! You know, and like, in no time at all, it starts to crumble on you. Sure. You know what I mean? Because if you just do one thing and it feels smaller, you're like, everything sucks. You know, and at that point, you just got to go acoustic, you know?
You got to go complete opposite direction.
Come as you are. That's right. I'm playing this on a folk guitar.
Unplugged.
We're unplugging it. Chris, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie. As amazing as Frances McDormand was, she was made that much better by Richard Jenkins. That dude plays quiet like nobody else. My wife and I fell in love with him.
Yeah, he's great.
We were so scared he was going to get shot.
Well, he was so
amazing.
Yeah, he was weak and strong in that thing of I'm going to find something and just and recognize it and make it good and make it happy. You know, that guy who's in a small town who says hi to everybody. Yeah. You know, it's heartbreaking.
My wife and I were saying that we know so many people like him. He brought together so many different men who were, you know, in love with their wives to the point where they're blind to whatever else is going on.
But didn't you want to see him just go off with Mousy? You know?
The mouse.
Just rail her.
We got the impression that he didn't even want to sleep with her. He just wanted to be loved by her.
Yeah,
he wanted somebody to interact with him.
Yeah, he wanted her like a bunny. You know what I mean? Like a little bunny that he could just feed carrots to. That scene when he was feeding her at the table.
So cringy, but brilliant.
And then Francis and then even the kid, I'm like, what are we witnessing? Yeah. It was so great. But, that thing reminds you so much of like just how weird marriage and human interaction is. Even where it goes in the film where you need it. You need some kind of connection to other people.
The show is super incredible, and the last thing is how the Wainwrights are just uber talented.
Well, the fact that no matter where she was,
it's so great.
At every age, still being that lady who plays the piano. Not now, but the Wainwrights are. I don't know whether I got tickets for the Christmas show this year. I might have forgot.
Right?
Yeah, I think I might have forgot though because I thought of it before and never got on top of it. But I just love the Wainwrights.
Very cool. It's cool. There's a cool family of talented, cool people.
Yeah, they are, and they just love that boy. That Rufus is.
He's a golden boy.
He got too much love. You can tell some boys is like, it's Rufus, and all of his aunts and everybody's all happy around him, and you're like, dude, you're like 45 now. You gotta stop being the cute baby boy. Stop it.
Yeah, that was cool to that she was in that though, right? Like I wasn't expecting that.
Martha Wainwright. Well, she was amazing.
She was.
What was that like 70s song that she was singing at one point? Too?
I can't remember, but
so
she had
great.
Just that really great lounge singer like cover of something. I can't remember what it was, but it was a really great moment. That scene at the bar, the kid is so cool. It's just him just like staring at her while she's playing. It's a really great show.
I love lounge singers because no matter where you go, you feel sorry for them. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, this is so sad. But then you find out, like, what did you just say? That this hotel's paying you $3,300 a weekend. You know what I mean? It's always like happened because I've from my life being around those people, and I always would think. When I worked in hotels, I would know someone like, oh, sorry, man, this is really awful. There's only 3 people here, and you're busting your ass. And finally, then I found out how much they're getting paid. I'm like, that that piece of garbage. I'm like, why? Oh, you can do magic. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
You can do magic. Just selling it hard.
The thing is, though, about the lounge singing, like, they are getting paid to play music, though. Like, it's like, it seems sad, but they always seem like they're in their own world. They're having their own, performance in their mind. They're getting paid to play music. I mean,
you don't feel sorry for somebody when they're playing music at their house, just sitting there at the piano playing music.
Oh, no one's here for you.
Why don't you just have that really oversized brandy cup a glass that people could just stop by and throw money? I'll just take a $5. Like, I don't even like looking at this whole thing. This is just the look of love. What was that great movie, the Baker Brothers, the Fabulous Baker Brothers, with Michelle?
I don't know.
You've never seen this?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You've never seen the Fabulous Baker Boys?
No.
Well, now I'm the worst dad that's ever lived.
No, don't say
You actually just got a little, when I yelled out, like, what is going on here?
What haven't I seen?
Michelle Pfeiffer? Just running at you, just smashing.
You need to see it.
God damn it.
Leave right now.
Get out. Get out.
Maybe you can get it
You really should watch this tonight, though.
Let me see what it is. Oh, no, I have not seen this.
It's amazing. It's the greatest all-time lounge singer movie that's ever been done.
So it's Michelle Pfeiffer, and then
Then the Baker Brothers.
Jeff Bridges.
And Bo Bridges.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's great.
It's
from like, I guess the 80s or early 90s. Somewhere around when she was Catwoman.
Very cool. I'm going to check this out. This is homework.
Why don't you go do it now? Yeah. What if I sent you home to do that, but then when no one's looking around, you just start doing math problems?
Nothing. It's fine. I'm just watching the movie.
I did kind of hate when you said there never was a lot of homework in that house. As if like I was an outsider.
That was a shot at me. I shot at myself.
Oh, well, no, children can't be made to, you know what I mean? They have to be taught.
Oh. I didn't know.
I was too busy. I had a big
screen. No one
screen.
taught me that.
Everything was bad. We need to break here. We will be back with more. The phone number is 866-766-0339. 866-766-0339. You're listening to Bennington.
This is Bennington, Opie Radio, XM 103, Sirius 206.
You're listening to Bennington. We got a little, the producers were dancing around. Louis, the intern, was just chucking things against the wall, screaming. It was amazing. It was an amazing couple of moments, thanks to the Rolling Stones. This is Bennington that you're listening to. Ron Bennington with Gail Bennington, no relation. Or maybe some relation.
I'm starting to feel like the kid in Quick and the Dead.
I didn't see that. Is that good? Quick and the Dead?
It never proved that he was my son. He was a farmer.
Chris Stanley cannot be killed by bullet. A bullet in my heart. What? That movie came about as close as you could get to great and still sucking.
Your gunfighter is dead.
Yeah. Everybody in it was great except for the...
Sharon Stone?
Yeah. I don't want to blame everything on her.
Gene Hackman's incredible in that movie.
He's so good. I never met a person who met Gene Hackman that liked him, though.
Really?
Yeah. They say he's not the most pleasant guy to be around.
If you live to see the dawn, it's because I allow it.
Oh, God. No, I do want to go home and watch that.
I own everything. He just has a tantrum.
It's all mine! You were so fast, kid. You were so fast when your dad shot your guts out.
Did I kill him?
Yeah. You did. You killed everybody. They're all dead. Me not dead. Bullet can't kill me. That part is worse than the Washington Redskins. His name should be Washington Redskin.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, the little girl gets raped in the candy store where dad just keeps cleaning the table.
Then he's like, I'm going to get him. No, I'm scared.
What's the name of that movie?
Quick and the Dead.
Just take good aim, honey, and shoot me to the face. She kills her own dad. Never gets over it. Just pounces into her head constantly.
I forgot about that scene. It's so hilarious. It's really comedic, that moment.
Have good aim, honey.
You can do it.
Aim a little higher. It looks like you're pointing right at my forehead. Honey, don't pull the trigger yet. Don't pull the trigger yet. Go get my friend John Malkovich. Yeah, he's part of the Steppenwolf guys. He'll know what to do. The Quick and the Dead.
That movie is so good. I wouldn't, if that movie's on, I won't turn it off.
Leo was so young then, and he looked like he was about 5 pounds.
Yeah,
in those
he's just
days.
a baby.
I won't shot a man. Just overacting everything. They call me Kid James Dean in this.
He's just a little bit slower than he used to be. Don't you know I'm in my prime?
Jesus, you watched that movie too much.
I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah, but never once Fabulous Bakers.
I know, but I'm going to. It's my homework.
When?
As soon as I get home. That's what I'm going to do. I'll watch any Western movie.
Oh, I'm the same way.
I will watch any Western.
A bad Western is watchable.
Yeah. It is.
I don't give a shit. I'll watch an old Western TV show.
There's nothing better than a great Western, but I will watch a bad Western and be perfectly happy.
Your grandfather is about one of the few things that he would like sitting, other than sports.
Right. Sports and
yeah. And he would his favorite actor all time, he always called Paladin. He would never call him Jack Palance. He was like, this is Paladin, but for some reason he's driving a car. I don't know what happened. He just always thought that he should be on a horse.
He's always Paladin. I went through a phase where I was just watching a block of only Westerns.
What's your favorite of all time? Unforgiven?
No.
No?
Maybe.
You blow off Unforgiven
No,
as if it's nothing?
I like Unforgiven a lot, but I don't think it's my favorite. I really like Butch Cassidy from The Sundance Kid.
I'll just say this, and I don't want to mean to stereotype here. Girls Western.
Yeah?
It's fun. Yeah. But they're too pretty, and their hair's too good to be a
really
Western.
Pretty. They're really pretty. I like High Noon.
Before we get to that, which one's prettier?
They're pretty in different ways. I mean, I would say that Robert Redford is prettier, but Paul Newman is
sexier, more fantastic.
Sexier.
Yeah, he's everything. Yeah. Paul Newman, well, this is the weird thing, I think. if you look at Paul Newman and Robert Redford, and they were, when I was a kid, they were gigantic movie stars, and everyone would just talk about them together. And I think they had only done 2 movies together.
Yeah.
But people acted like they'd done every movie together. But it's almost that they had a kid and named him Brad Pitt, because
I still think that he's got to be the father.
Which one?
Robert Redford and Brad Pitt are identical.
But then the way he acts is like Paul Newman.
That's true.
Like Paul Newman was a pretty guy that men liked. You know what I mean? Like Paul Newman might have been the first pretty guy that men went, I wish that guy was my buddy.
Picture I love.
Are them together on a horse?
That looks like it could be Brokeback right there.
Say 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. He's beating up the bad guy from James Bond. Let's see. I'm gonna go over and read some of the hashtag Bennington. Jenny Hutt sending us love.
Cool.
Shrek is saying, would we ever think of adopting her and taking a third? Yeah, we could do that. Lauren says a 21-day Ebola quarantine doesn't sound so bad with hashtag Bennington. But here's my favorite. Okay, fine. I guess the snow is pretty. Hashtag Bennington. And then there's a picture of Bennington, Vermont, all covered in snow.
There's a lot of
yeah, sometimes we get some of them.
Sometimes Chester Bennington. Sometimes Bennington flag. Just somebody selling Bennington flags.
I don't know why that isn't in our logo.
Yeah.
But Shrek has said, I wish hashtag Bennington family had room for one more. We could adopt. I mean, we were thinking about doing it with a little Asian baby.
Mm-hmm. We've talked about it.
Yeah, we've talked about it and decided why would we? Hal says Holly Hunter in the top of the lake was great. Amazing.
Oh my
Did you see that?
God, so good.
She was so crazy in that.
Really good. She's so cool. Did you like that show?
Yeah, I loved it. I just thought it was fantastic. Josh in New Hampshire, you're on Run Fez.
Hashtag Bennington.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, you were talking about great westerns, and I want to know what your opinion on Unforgiven is. I think it's one of the best. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I wanted to hear what your opinion on.
Well, first of all, I love Unforgiven, especially the ending where he just goes off and opens up a store. It's the craziest ending ever. But did you ever see the sequel just called Okay, Forgiven? And that one, I mean, he just goes around forgiving people.
He's changed.
I think that movie is so damn good.
That's really good, yeah.
And it was probably the last fantastic Western ever made. Now, back in the 60s, almost every TV show was a Western. People were connected to the West. And, you know, I'm going to name drop here, but Amy Mann and I were talking one day, as we do on the air. But we were like, the 70s, the early 70s, people would still write songs about the West. You know what I mean? Like, you would listen to people, and they would, Elton John even, and Rod Stewart and the band. And, you know, most country and Western still was singing about cowboys.
Yeah.
Not partying, you know.
And sugar shakers.
Yeah, not partying and sugar shaking, but like the Old West. So we used to think of ourselves in this country as completely connected to the Old West.
Right.
And now that's just gone. You know, we don't have that same connection that we used to.
Yeah, it's a very distant past, I think. Now.
But, you know, like rodeo and used to come to Madison Square Garden forever, still does.
Yeah.
And packs it out. The bull riding in particular. But that rodeo type thing with cowboys and the Wild West show and all that, that played as well in the East as it, you know, as it could. People loved it. And then for some reason, and I'm going to guess the space age, I guess the astronaut thing finally, you know, took us into a different direction. But we used to think of ourselves as cowboys.
Yeah. I think the cowboy is like an iconic American figure. I think that just is like an American looks like a cowboy.
And yet it's shrinking.
It is, yeah.
I think that we should open up just a movie studio that makes nothing but Westerns.
What was like the last big Western? There was the assassination of Jesse James a couple years ago.
Loved
It was
that movie.
really good.
And didn't do any box office.
No.
And it was unbelievable.
And I feel like there was another one that year, strangely. It like always happens like that, where there's like always two movies kind of doing this. 310 to Yuma. But I didn't
Yeah, that wasn't as
didn't
good.
see that one.
Yeah, that one.
But Jesse James was great.
Yeah.
Really good.
The assassination
Yeah.
of Jesse James by the coward.
Robert Ford?
Yeah. It was a dirty little coward that shot Mr. Howard and laid poor Jesse in his grave.
And then the 70s just had another kind of revival of the... I mean, it just seemed like there was a lot of great Western movies in the 70s.
You know, the biggest movie star, and he didn't die until the mid-70s, was John Wayne. And we probably don't have any movie star that has been as beloved since then. I mean, people just loved the Duke. They loved him. Like hippies, that he would be against the war, and they were like, "We disagree with you, but we still love you, old man. We still love you, even though we really disagree on your politics."
But in the 70s, they were making like smarter Westerns, I feel.
Well, that was the first. It was like the first Westerns that were just heartbreaking.
Right.
Like the Robert Altman film that he did. That you would just watch it and you were just like, oh God, I don't know if I could live in the Old West.
Yeah.
It just looks so hard. And you starve and your kids die.
What year's Pat Garrett? That's in
1973, I believe.
Yeah, that
Pat
movie's
Garrett and
great.
Billy the Kid, which is my all-time favorite Western.
Yeah.
And also all-time favorite soundtrack.
Really great soundtrack.
That knocking on heaven's door scene.
Too much.
Where she's just crying and he's looking at the boat. He's just holding his fat, shut up belly. And then
Walks down to the water, the
she walks
unfinished
down to the
boat.
water, and his big Mexican wife, she just throws the gun. Ah! Just runs at it.
So heartbreaking.
I will tell you, that was like a movie that I saw as a little kid that I snuck into by myself.
Really?
So I thumbed it down to the mall. I was down there, I wasn't doing anything, and I saw that there was a movie playing that was starting. So I walk up to where the stupid little rope is, and I feel like I invented this move. I never used it before or since, but I never heard of it from anyone else. So I bent down to tie my shoe and came up on the other side of the rope. So, I'm a kid, right?
So smooth.
And it was really, really smooth. And why I did it, I'm like, could I possibly have gotten away with that? And I did. So I walk in. So I see this movie and I know nothing about it. And it just tears my heart out. And I was completely in love with Chris Christopherson by the end of the movie. And I think I even said to my brother, I saw this guy, Chris Christopherson. He's a songwriter. I'm like, off to steal an album. What do I got to do? I was just crazy about him.
Yeah.
And then to find out that he was this cool, great songwriter. And then that got me into all those films. I went backwards and started watching all of what's the director's name? He is the first he would have slow motion deaths. I can't believe Sam Peckinpah movies. Yeah. So from that point on, I was like, does it say Peckinpah on it? That was a director that I'm like a little kid. I'm starting to pay attention to that. But God, I love that movie.
So good.
Richard, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what's going on, Ronnie? So glad to hear you this morning. Hey, do you consider Django Unchained a Western?
I kind of do. It's a Southern Western. And then he's making a flat-out Western, his next one, Hateful Eight. And I was reading a little bit, and it's like these 8 guys that are stuck in a blizzard, and they're all bad guys. There's no good guys. And then they flash back into all their backstories. And I'm like, yes, please. Yes, please, Quentin.
Sign me up.
Kevin, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, Gail.
Hi.
Maybe some of the, I don't know, the best or the latest. I'm not a fan of them, but Costner's movies like Dancing with Wolves and Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp's kind of really good.
Well, And remember that Jeff Bridges, I wasn't a big Wyatt Earp fan, but Jeff Bridges did Wild Bill Hickok, and I think that's a good movie.
Yeah.
He's just amazing in it.
And I feel like Wyatt Earp came out after Tombstone, and that's a hard act to follow.
Tombstone was the shit, man.
It was really good.
I mean, the Doc Holliday in that, I would have went so far I've given that man the Oscar.
Seriously.
I would have stopped the filming. I would have walked out on the set and said, I know you guys are shooting. I'm just handing you this statue. I'll be a huckleberry.
A John Ringo, whatever do you mean? It's so good. I got really into, like, when I was a kid after seeing that movie, I just wanted to learn all about Doc Holliday, and then I realized that I just liked his performance. I mean, Doc Holliday's a really interesting character.
He was a lunger. Everybody was like, and I would have just said this, any of us could have caught this disease. I mean, we are here in the Old West. You know, most of us do not have a long lifespan. So let's not start attacking each other on tuberculosis. You know, on your grandmother's side of the family, tuberculosis just ran wild.
Yeah.
Just ran wild. And the only way that they would treat people then was send them to the Poconos. You've got tuberculosis, we're going to send you up to the Poconos. Get you into a heart-shaped tub and let you just soak for a while. And I believe there's some casino shows. And in the winter you ski. But the hills aren't that big. You could probably sled them if you wanted to.
Doesn't sound so bad.
How dare you say that to me? How dare you question our friendship? You're no daisy, sir.
You're no daisy.
You did that very well.
Thank you. I've probably
Was that
seen
before or after The Doors? It was probably after, right?
I think it was after.
He was on a run there for a while, our man.
Yeah. Well, he is. I mean, when you say you like Tombstone, what you're saying is you like that performance. Right?
I also do like this. You tell him I'm coming! And I'm bringing hell with me! Just calm the fuck down, dude.
He does a lot of yelling, gruff, skin that smoke wagon. I said, throw down, boy.
And then there's, look how good we're all doing here in the casino business. No one's going to ruin this. Oh, shit, it's Clanton. Clanton!
Billy Bob's great in that scene, too. Billy Bob's really funny.
Well, what's great is it's the last fat Billy Bob that you'll ever see.
You'll never see him fat again.
Yeah, and he was just fat and sweaty and just amazing.
You nerve-wracking sons of bitches. You're worse than my brother's kids.
He's the only guy in the casino. He's just throwing shit at the dealer. Hey, we're just a couple of fellas, Billy Bob. Chill the fuck out. You're going to get your Oscar too. It's going to come later when you play a retarded guy from Arkansas.
The best thing is that scene, it looks like it's 11 a.m. It's really early.
It's like, I've been there in Vegas too. You know what I mean? You come out, you're still like eating an egg burrito and you're like, I'll go up and try to win a lot of money. And the fucking blackjack dealer is like, really? Okay. All right, opening up 7. This guy with the egg burrito. Just right away, just throwing shit at him.
God, Vegas is really weird.
It's the nuttiest.
It's really weird. I was there once for 24 hours, and it was just so strange.
Well, Vegas, it's the only place that I visit that I kind of love, but there is like a time limit. You know what I mean? Like if I think a week is way too long, and around day 4, you just start to go sideways. But I've had the experience of Vegas of getting home 4 o'clock in the morning, laying there and thinking there are tables right downstairs. I am sleeping away a fortune. That's how stupid I am. Gotta get up and head down.
Well, that was a weird moment where I was like, all of a sudden it was 4 a.m. Like it happens really quickly there. You just feel like everyone's awake. Why would we go to sleep?
Yeah.
Everyone's doing stuff.
Yeah. The stuff actually comes from rails. But my favorite thing there is a sports book. And now every Every goddamn sports bar looks like it. But when you initially went there and you're seeing every game and betting on all of them, it was like the most excited that a man could have. It was just amazing. Here's Matt Winchester. Matt, go ahead.
Hey, Ronnie, I have to say the best westerns that I love, me and my cousins still get together for them, are the Trinity westerns from the 70s there. Trinity's still my name, the Trinity Jones.
Yeah, those are strong. And, of course, the Clint Eastwood westerns were amazing. What's the one where he's the man with no name, and it's like a ghost movie, really? Like, he's like... he comes into town, he just paints it hell. He paints hell over the town's name. You're like, fuck. He is deep into this shit.
High Plains Drifter.
Yeah, High Plains Drifter. Goddamn right. Right, he comes in, just makes a midget. You're the mayor now. I'm the mayor, everybody. Like, this is like a crazy midget thing. And you're the sheriff. Look at me, I'm the sheriff. And everyone else is just staring at the midget, right? Like, this fucking Clint Eastwood isn't going to be here all the time. And when that's over, it's midget season, dude. I know your shit. I've known you since we went to school together. And it's going to be over soon. I think the weirdness of any Western is like a guy is just like riding through the desert. And he comes up, he's just dusty, and his horse is dusty. He like gets the horse up to the trough, and then he goes into a bar and he's like, whiskey. And the bartender's like, you sure you don't want some water first? I mean, you haven't even hydrated. And whiskey's not going to quench your thirst. Let's a big glass, even a bucket. Drink a big bucket of spring water and have all the whiskey you want. You're not going anywhere. But hydrate first.
There's a really great Marlon Brando Western, The Appaloosa. Have you ever seen this?
I thought that you were going for One-Eyed Jacks.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite Westerns of all time, and was a huge flop. He directed it.
I think maybe The Appaloosa was not well received either, but it's great. It's really good. There was a movie out a couple of years ago with the same title, and I thought that it was a remake, but it wasn't. It was just a same name. Different Western.
See if you can find a clip of One-Eyed Jack's I saw the other side of you, yo, One-Eyed Jack. Because I think it was like Marlon Brando, in my opinion, maybe like his most beautiful.
Really?
Where he was just stunningly gorgeous. Give me
I'm going to raise you for a bit. Boy, that's too rich for my blood, Bob. New York, I guess where's this? Well, now, thanks for the donations, gents. How about some of your cash? There, Romeo. A man ought to dig up something for being around this manure pile. Oh, that's right, Bob. You know, maybe the boys are all petered out from playing on the beach with that little jumping bee. That's right, Bob. He sure is sharing with us. Get up, you scum-sucking pig. So won't you stand and I'm going to open you up. Now get on up. Go on. You got right on the edge. You mention her once more, and I'm going to tear your arms out.
This could be called High Pants Drifter. He's wearing his pants so high. The director should have been like this on this. All right, Marlon, let's try that again, but could you open your mouth all the way? What do you mean? How about you just open the jaw back and forth when you're speaking?
He needs a nice massage there, really.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
You got to check out the Appaloosa though, because he plays actually a
horse.
A Mexican. No, he plays like a Mexican American, and the whole premise is the bad guys steal his horse, and it's just like I don't want anything from you. I just want my horse back. And it's a mission to get his horse back.
All right, this just reminded me of another one of Paul Newman as a cowboy. And I can't for the life of me think of it. And when I was a little kid, I saw that movie and it was like, it killed me. I saw it on TV. I was crazy about Paul Newman.
How could you not be?
Like sometimes I would just lay in bed at night and I just think, Paul Newman. Paul Newman. Somewhere out there, there's Paul Newman.
Paul Newman and a ride home. That's all you ever had on your mind.
The great Paul Newman. I got it. Hombre. Hombre is the name of it. And he was the hombre. And the bad guy in the movie, Paladin. So me and my dad were both sitting there.
Something you could really connect on.
Yeah, we're both just as happy could be. Hey, Rich on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I was loving hearing you talk about Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. When you were reaching for Peckinpah's name, I'm like yelling at the radio, Peckinpah!
Right, I know. It was just like a crazy moment I had.
Yeah, I know. But I was wondering what you thought of the Wild Bunch. I think that's my favorite Peckinpah.
Well, yeah, I went backwards to the Wild Bunch, but that one kind of broke my heart a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that scene in the whorehouse at the end where they decide to go back for Angel, and Holden walks in and just says, "Let's go." And it's just like a total douche chill moment.
Yeah, let's get killed.
And Warren Oates, man, I'm
Warren Oates, amazing
with Warren Oates in it. Did you see Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia?
Yeah, another. His movies were so edgy. There's a place out in Livingston, Montana, where there's actually a Peckinpah suite. He used to stay there. He used to just go to this town, hang out and drink, and they have a suite in the hotel. And it's my dream to just stay in that suite. Thinking of like really violent movies. Yeah, we got to get ready to wrap this one up already.
Yeah, I guess
This one went fast today, huh?
We're about done. It did. It went really fast. When you're talking about westerns.
Well, yeah, you were talking about westerns, and you're also trying to get ink off your hands.
Yeah, that takes a while.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while.
That's good. It's a good practical joke, though. We're all punking each other these days.
That was funny.
Yeah. I came up with a good practical joke. I'm going to do them later. Stab them in the back with a knife. Got ya! Dumb and Dumber coming up on Raw Dog, which is channel 6780. 99. Channel 99. That's at 2 o'clock, and then all weekend, the Thanksgiving special, Ron and Fez's First Supper. We're recording it next Wednesday, 7 o'clock at the Hard Rock, airing Thanksgiving Day, and again on Black Friday. Now, Bennington will be available on demand later today. And is it replaying tonight on the Opie channel? Okay, replaying tonight and Sunday on the Opie channel, which is that's pretty cool. Fairley Brothers Unmasked at 2 p.m. on Raw Dog Comedy Hits. Well, Gail, that's it for us, and we're going to do another one next week, or we don't know yet.
Next week, next Friday.
Let's see if we, are still getting along at that point.
Who knows what could happen in a week.
We got to pull the drop to that you're recording today, but he'll never say he was my father. That was hysterical.
He was a farmer.
You see his hands? There's farmer hands. What? Doesn't mean anything.
That's how you know someone's not your son. Tell me the hands.
We do have a problem. Your baby was born with farmer hands. From what? I don't know, picking corn or something. So that is it for us. I'll see you in another couple of hours, 2 hours, over on Raw Dog, 7845. 99. Just 99. Raw Dog, 99. And today's Friday, so that only means one thing. Fez is going to be nervous. That's mean. That's a cheap joke and it's mean. Yeah. I know he's listening to. He's not. Today is going to be his day. He's going to grab the stick.
I think so too.
Grab the stick, fly the plane. That's it for us, folks. I want to thank our special guests, the Rolling Stones. Mick, Keith, Bill, Charlie, and not you, Ronnie. I'm going in the other direction. We'll see you guys back in here next Friday. This is Bennington.
You've been listening to Bennington, only on Opie Radio, XM